Hey peeps, how's it going? And before we talk about what we're talking about today with D'Angelo Russell possibly coming to the Detroit Pistons, tonight, 8 p.m. sharp, come back here. Pistons Center Court will be on my channel this week. We got some good topics for you. We have a new member joining us to talk some more draft news. This guy knows everything and possibly more than I will ever know about the draft. He knows literally everyone top to bottom. So come back, check that out. But without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Are you ready?
So the rumors about this, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is just from kind of piggybacking off of my last video. If you have not watched that one, go check that out first so you can kind of get caught up here about trading for the Phoenix Suns 6th overall pick. So now if you trade away all those expiring contracts, you're going to get a lot of that money off your books. You're not going to have as much money as you're going to next season because you're still paying Josh Smith's deal. But you're going to have a large sum of money coming off the books depending on how you want to do the deal. So now, the rumor has it, Kyrie Irving has pretty much guaranteed to sign with the Brooklyn Nets. That's where he wants to go. Now, can Kyrie and D'Lo coexist? Sure, it would be a little bit strange, but, you know, one of them can play the two guard. Probably D'Lo will be playing the two guard if they went that route. However, D'Lo got in trouble for smoking the marijuana. Now, I don't think it's legal in New York like it is here in Michigan or in LA, wherever you are. But nonetheless, that's not a big deal to me. I think marijuana has come to the point where everyone pretty much smokes it on a regular basis. Some people don't, but it's not that harmful. I don't think that's a big deal. I really don't. So I'm not even looking at that. And I think D'Lo has matured a lot since his Laker days. I think being in LA, being 18 years old, 19 years old, in the big city, getting paid millions of dollars, playing for probably the most famous franchise in the NBA, the Lakers. So I think a lot of that pressure, but going to New York is no easy task. The New York media is way worse than the Detroit media, trust me. But he's kind of grown up a little bit. And if I got traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn, I'd probably smoke a lot of pot too. But that being said, how he could come here. First of all, he would fit amazing here. I'd love to have him. Getting here is going to be tricky because, like I said in previous videos, we are tied down in salary cap. But, like I said, doing that trade with Phoenix would help clear up. You get the 6th overall pick, a lot of cap room. A lot of expiring deals will be going that way. I don't know how much people Phoenix is going to want, but you're going to have to work your trade magic. At this point, I would be willing to deal pretty much anybody outside Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond. That even includes Luke Kennard. Because if you can commit D'Lo to coming here, that is a legit big three. Those three guys are all all-stars. And that could be a top 4 team in the East with just those three guys. Just those three guys. Now, he's probably going to want a max contract because he was an all-star. I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. But if there was some way I could get D'Angelo Russell here in a Pistons jersey, I'd almost do it. Without side trading Blake or Drummond, because those three guys you could win, and you would only. You know what? I might go out on a limb here and say D'Lo might be the guy to get us to the Eastern Conference Finals. Don't know if we would be able to beat either Milwaukee or Toronto, but that puts us right in competition with Indiana, Boston, and Philly. If Philly doesn't get super crazy here and sign someone ridiculous, but I think right now, if we got D'Lo, we could be right in contention with those teams. Which, I'm not saying we're going to beat those teams, but we would be just as good as those teams and just as competitive. Only being a piece or two away from going to the finals. So, That's the tricky part, is getting him here. Do I think it's going to happen? No, absolutely not. There are other teams out there exploiting the market. And, you know, if he goes to Phoenix, that's going to put a damper on the Pistons even possibly getting the 6th overall pick, because they only want it for a point guard. It's not very likely that he's going to come here. But there have been some reports that the Pistons are considering it, which it's their job to do. Their job is to consider bringing everyone that they possibly can here, trading away. That's their job, is to evaluate everything. It's not very likely that it's going to happen. Would I like for it to happen? Of course. I'd like for us to get Kemba. Is that going to happen? No, it's not. But it's my job to report the news to you guys and let you guys put your feedback and give your 2 cents. So that's all I got for you guys today. So hopefully you enjoyed. Instagram, Twitter links in the description, as well as all the DSA members are there. I'm getting better at doing that. I almost said as long, dude. I keep saying almost as long. But real quick, another plug for Pistons Center Court. June 20th, the day of the draft, we are going to Troxel Sports Talks channel, and we are having a draft video. We're going to be live with you guys. I think we're going live about a half an hour before the NBA draft, but we're going to do the whole NBA draft with you guys. So we'll break down every pick that gets selected. Obviously talk about who the Pistons take, if they trade down, whoever's going to happen. But we got a very special guest. Everything King is going to be on there with us to talk it all. So you don't want to miss that. Go subscribe to Troxel Sports Talks channel. His link is in the description. You don't want to miss out. So that being said, I'll see you peeps in the next one. Peace.